Hi, Ann Laughlin, Beacon of Hope, Women's Outreach Ministries. My ministries is here on the internet, and I'm reading my book, Journey to Faith, published before it was actually finished because I thought I was dying. So I'm reading it to you in hopes that it relates to something that you're going through or someone you know is going through, and it helps you work through it. And sometimes I get on my rant and raves when I'm doing a video, and I don't even get to read any at the time because it's on a subject that's sensitive to me. But I'll do my best to keep moving on. Right now, I'm on chapter 7, Learning Not to Trust. And just the first page of the chapter, just the first paragraph actually, it hit a sensitive topic to me. It really hit a sensitive topic because my son was taken away from me due to a situation. Yeah, I put myself in the situation. Didn't make good choices. I learned from them. And I got better. And when I say I got better, I mean I got better at making choices. I wasn't doing drugs, wasn't doing alcohol. I wasn't in that kind of a bind. I just made poor choices. I broke up with one boyfriend and got with another one. And I moved from one pan to another pan. And it cost me. It cost me custody of my son when he was a baby. And a few years later, and I'll get to that part of my life in the book if you just stick with me. So right now, I'll finish reading this here. Let's try to finish getting through this book with me. I was talking about how my son had an appointment and didn't have transportation, so the DFS caseworker was supposed to drive us to the doctor's appointment, and she showed up when the police were there, and the trailer manager pointed me out to the police and said, "She instigated the fight." Back then I didn't even know what the word instigated means. The caseworker had me get into her car and take Martin to the medical appointment, but she took us to a foster home instead. She didn't tell me what she was doing. She had me get Martin out of her car. She had me go inside the foster home, and she had me hand my son Martin over to the foster parents without telling me without knowing that I was handing custody of my son over to a foster care. That's how bad DFS workers are. They lie. Don't tell the truth. That's their way of saying I didn't lie. It's because they don't tell the truth. It's a lie. When you're not telling the truth, that's a lie. When I was a kid, I thought that was okay. You could get away with it. But no. Bull hockey. That is their way of getting around, of being held responsible for their illegal actions. I had not even gone to court. I had not been told that I was unfit. I was not told that I was homeless. Because of the situation later on, because of what happened, all heck broke loose. And they used every situation against me. And if you're young, broke, no money, nobody cares. They will use it against you to steal your kids away from you. And don't let the government tell you, oh, we care about kids. Because they don't. All they care about is how much money they can get for every kid they can put in a foster home. It used to be adoption. They were adopting kids out. Shoot, way back when before my son was born, they were kids. If you were an unwed mom, they would put you to sleep and deliver the baby and say it was for medical reasons, and they would steal the baby and say that the baby died, and they would adopt that baby out in the black market. You don't believe me? Look it up. Search the late 70s and early 80s, what they were doing to unwed mamas and their babies. The only reason I got to keep my son was because my mama was outside. Granted, she didn't come into the delivery room, but she was still at that hospital with me. Otherwise, I think I would have lost my son way back then. But when I did lose custody of my son, it's because I made bad choices. I'll be back.